Every person faces moments when life feels heavier than expected, moments when the path forward becomes unclear, when progress slows down, and when the strength to keep moving forward seems difficult to find. These are the moments when doubt begins to whisper questions into your mind. Questions about your abilities, questions about your future, questions about whether your efforts truly matter. Struggle has a way of making even the strongest individuals question themselves. Yet within those very moments lies the beginning of something powerful. Because struggle is not only a test of endurance, it is often the beginning of transformation. The greatest shift that can happen in a person's life does not begin with money, recognition, or external success. It begins with a change in mindset, a moment when you stop seeing your struggles as obstacles designed to stop you and begin recognizing them as forces shaping the strength you will need for the future. Many people believe strength is something a person is simply born with, but strength is rarely discovered in comfortable moments. Strength grows in adversity. Strength grows in uncertainty. Strength grows when circumstances demand more from you than you ever expected to give. Think about the moments that changed you the most, the moments that forced you to adapt, the moments that pushed you beyond what once felt possible. Those experiences were not simply challenges, they were opportunities to develop resilience. Resilience is not about pretending everything is easy. Resilience is the ability to keep moving forward even when life becomes difficult. There will always be moments when progress feels slow, moments when results are invisible, moments when it feels as though the effort you invest is not producing anything meaningful. During those seasons, the mindset you choose becomes everything. If you allow discouragement to take control, the struggle will feel heavier. But if you choose to view struggle as preparation, everything begins to change. Every challenge becomes training. Every obstacle becomes a lesson. Every difficult season becomes a moment where your character is being shaped. The most powerful individuals in history were not people who avoided hardship. They were people who faced hardship and refused to allow it to define their future. They recognized something important. Pain can either break a person or build a person. The difference lies in mindset. When life becomes difficult, many people focus on the weight of the problem. They think about what they have lost. They think about what went wrong. They think about how unfair the situation may seem. But the individuals who transform struggle into strength ask a different question. They ask what the struggle is teaching them. That single shift in thinking changes everything, because every experience carries a lesson. Failure teaches humility and growth. Rejection teaches resilience. Uncertainty teaches patience. Hardship teaches endurance. These lessons may not feel comfortable in the moment, but they are shaping a stronger version of you. One of the greatest dangers during difficult seasons is the belief that struggle means you are moving in the wrong direction. But struggle often appears when growth is happening. When you attempt something new, struggle appears. When you challenge old habits, struggle appears. When you pursue something meaningful, struggle often appears. That struggle does not mean you are failing. It often means you are developing. Consider the way muscles grow. Strength training places stress on the body. The muscles experience resistance. That resistance creates small tears within the muscle fibers. At first, the process feels uncomfortable, but the body responds by rebuilding those fibers stronger than before. Human resilience grows in a similar way. Challenges create pressure. Pressure creates adaptation. Adaptation creates strength. Without pressure, strength cannot develop. This truth applies not only to physical strength, but also to mental and emotional strength. The individuals who learn to view struggle as preparation develop a mindset that carries them further than talent alone ever could. Talent may create opportunity, but mindset sustains progress. Mindset determines whether you stop when things become difficult or whether you continue moving forward despite obstacles. A powerful mindset shift begins with accepting responsibility for your growth. Responsibility does not mean blaming yourself for every difficulty. Life includes circumstances beyond anyone's control. But responsibility means recognizing that your response to difficulty belongs to you. Your attitude belongs to you. Your decisions belong to you. Your effort belongs to you. And those choices shape your future. Every time you choose perseverance over surrender, you strengthen your character. Every time you choose effort instead of excuses, you move closer to the life you want to build. Many people wait for confidence before taking action, but confidence rarely arrives before effort. Confidence grows through action. Each time you attempt something difficult, your confidence grows. Each time you overcome an obstacle, your belief in yourself becomes stronger. Each time you push beyond fear, you prove that your limitations were never as permanent as they once seemed. Fear is one of the most common companions of struggle. Fear appears whenever the future becomes uncertain. It attempts to convince you that the safest option is retreat, but retreat often leads to regret. Growth requires movement. Even small steps forward create progress, and progress, no matter how small, creates momentum. Momentum is powerful. Once movement begins, each step becomes easier than the last, but the first step often requires courage. Courage does not mean the absence of fear. Courage means choosing to act even when fear is present. Every individual who has achieved something meaningful has experienced fear. Fear of failure, fear of criticism, fear of uncertainty, yet they chose to move forward anyway. The difference between those who remain stuck and those who grow stronger often comes down to that decision, the decision to continue. Another important shift happens when you stop comparing your journey to the journey of others. Comparison often creates discouragement. You see someone else's success and assume they arrived there easily. But every person carries unseen struggles. Every success story includes moments of doubt, effort, and perseverance that are rarely visible from the outside. Your journey is unique. Your timeline is unique. Your growth is unfolding in ways that may not yet be visible. Focus on your progress. Focus on becoming stronger than you were yesterday. Focus on building habits that support the future you want to create. Small improvements, repeated consistently, lead to extraordinary transformation. Another essential mindset shift involves patience. Strength rarely develops overnight. Growth takes time. The world often celebrates instant success, but lasting strength usually develops through long periods of quiet effort. The effort you invest today may not produce immediate recognition, but recognition is not the most important reward. The most important reward is the person you are becoming during the process. Every difficult season teaches something valuable. Some seasons teach persistence. Some seasons teach humility. Some seasons teach gratitude. Some seasons teach clarity about what truly matters. Those lessons become part of your character, and character is the foundation of lasting success. Another powerful realization appears during moments of struggle. You begin to discover abilities you never realized you possessed, strength you did not know existed, patience you never imagined having, resilience that grows stronger with each challenge. Those discoveries change the way you see yourself. You begin to realize that your potential extends far beyond what you once believed. The limits you once accepted begin to fade. New possibilities begin to appear, and the person who once doubted their strength begins to recognize the power that struggle has created. This transformation does not happen instantly. It happens gradually, step by step, choice by choice. Each day you choose growth instead of surrender, you become stronger. Each day you choose discipline instead of comfort, you become more capable. Each day you choose perseverance instead of discouragement, you move closer to your purpose. Strength is not built in a single moment. Strength is built through consistent effort across many moments. There will be days when progress feels invisible, days when motivation fades, days when continuing feels difficult. But those days are often the most important, because choosing perseverance during difficult moments builds resilience that comfortable moments never could. Eventually, something remarkable begins to happen. The struggles that once felt overwhelming begin to feel manageable. The obstacles that once seemed impossible begin to appear smaller. The doubts that once controlled your thinking begin to lose their influence. And the person who once felt uncertain begins to move forward with quiet confidence. That is the transformation from struggle to strength, not the elimination of challenges, but the development of resilience strong enough to face them. The mindset shift that changes everything is this: struggle is not the end of your story. Struggle is the training ground for your strength. Every challenge you face today is preparing you for opportunities tomorrow. Every obstacle you overcome is building the resilience required for future victories. And every moment you refuse to surrender proves that your potential is greater than your current circumstances. Your struggles are not meaningless. They are shaping the person you are becoming. A person with greater wisdom, greater patience, greater courage, greater strength. The path may not always be easy, but the growth that comes from perseverance will stay with you for the rest of your life. And one day you will look back on the struggles that once seemed impossible. You will realize those moments were not designed to stop you. They were designed to strengthen you. They were the beginning of the mindset shift that turned struggle into strength. And the journey that once felt uncertain will become the story of how you discovered the power that was within you all along.